Hello student, I once again welcome you in this online audio video lecture. Today we are going to see the famous personality, and the name of that personality is G.D. Naidu. Earlier we saw one another personality. Now today we are going to see the second personality. In earlier video we saw Mallika Srinivasan, and today we are going to see the second personality which has been prescribed for our syllabus, that is the G.D. Naidu. His full name is Gopalswamy Doriaswamy Naidu. Was an Indian engineer and inventor. He is commonly referred to as the Edison of India for his significant contributions to the field of technology, industries and developments. It has been recognized that he built the first electric motors in India. So this G.D. Naidu is called the Edison of India. Why he is called the Edison of India? Edison is the man who was American and he was a famous inventor. He invented number of things, motors and camera and many other things. Even he had contributed for telephones. So that's why he is referred as Edison of India, because of his contributions in the field of technology and industry. It is this man who has the credit to build the first electric motors in India. Now see about this man's. G.D. Naidu was born on 23rd March 1893 in Kalangalls, that is situated in India. He was the son of a farmer. His childhood years were spent getting in trouble at school. He disliked attending lessons and was frequently punished for his habit of hurling sand at teachers during class. Many of classes took place on dry, muddy field. So, this man, who was a son of a farmer, not belong to a rich family, his childhood spent in getting troubles at schools. He was not a good student. Most of time he threw sand at teachers during the class. He was disturbing class, and the questions arise: what is sand in class? How the sand comes in class? Because there was not the proper building in those days, which we find today. So most of time the class was held at the dry and muddy field, that means in the open place. His mischievous natures, mischievous means naughty, or we can say in Marathi खोडकर मुलगा ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. His mischievous natures often express itself at home as well. When he would ignore his chores and responsibility. So he was not mischievous at school, but he was also mischievous in home also. In his home he was not fulfilling his responsibility. And chores means we can say the daily activity which we have to perform in our home, that is that such as cleaning home and many other things. So he was not sincere in school as well as in his home. He once lit a stack of hay on fire simply to see what would happen and see what the level of his mischievousness. Once he lit a stack of hay, he set a fire to a sat. He set upon a stack of hay on fire, and what the reason? Only to see what will happen if we set a fire on a stack. Just as in our India we can say, if we burns the stack of soybeans, so what will happen? So only to observe it, he set a fire on stack. What a mischievousness he has. It was a phase he would eventually grow out. Over the time, Naidu would come to appreciate the importance and value of the proper and comprehension educations. So that was the time. So he spent most of times in all those things, mischievous things, but later on he come to know the importance of educations and the proper managements. Let's see what happened further. The defining moment of Naidu's life come when he was still a youngster. A foreigner had ridden through the village of Kalangals on a motorcycle. Many children of the village had chased after the motorcycle and had laughed and joked and tried to catch it. The majority of the people in the village ignored the foreigner. So, see, the change in his life comes when a foreigner was passing through his village on his motorcycle. At that times, we are talking about the things about the 19th centuries. So when there was no motorcycles in village and only rare motorcycles in city. So when a motorcycle comes in his own village, at that time the children were chasing that motorcycle only for the fun. They want to catch him. They want to see how it's work. They were getting funny after seeing that motorcycles, and the same thing happens with our authors. So when he saw that motorcycles, he got interest in that. Generally in those days the elder people used to ignore the foreigners, but the childrens who were innocent about that were used to follow the foreigner and particularly the motorcycles. He was simply passing by, but for Naidu, the sight of this motorcycle cutting the silence of the village with the roar of its engines and churning dust in its wake was inspiring. That foreigner was simply passing by or simply going through that village. But when the Naidu saw that motorcycle and when he noticed that motorcycle was cutting the silence of village and churning the dust of village, he got inspiration, he got interest in that. It was a very inspiring thing for him that how that motorcycle worked. He wanted to ride the motorcycles and more importantly he wanted to understand the how it operate. The desire to ride his that motorcycles arrives in his mind. He also want to know how it's operate. Following the foreign departures, Naidu kept an eye out of all the time, desperate for another glimpse of the vehicle, but the foreigner did not return. Frustrated, yet absolutely sure of his refound passions, Naidu abandoned his home and family. He left behind the tranquil peace of his village in search of technology and modern achievements. Now, look, here are some words which we need to know. That is the abandon. Abandon means to forsake. In Marathi मध्ये म्हणायचं झालं तर सोडून जाणे. So when he first of all saw that motorcycles, he wanted to learn its mechanism. He wanted to see the motorcycle once again, and for that he spent his days in watching that motorcycles. He was waiting for that foreigners, but that foreigner did not return. That make him frustrated, but he didn't lose his hope. He just abandoned his village, abandoned his family. He just forsake his village. He leave his village, the tranquil atmosphere of that village, and go on and went on in search of technology and modern achievement. Naidu traveled to city. The nearest his village, Coimbatore. Train service had begun in Coimbatore by 1835, and the city was bustling with industries and educations. So he travels to where he travels to Coimbatore. and that was the city where he knows that he could get that the owner of that bike, and where he could fulfill his desire to learn the technology. At that time, train service had begun in Coimbatore by 1835, and the city was bustling with industries and educations. So that was the hub of industry and education. So number of the college and number of the industries were built up in that city. At agriculture school, that would be later developed into the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University had been set up, and the government art college was running as well. It was a city ripe with opportunity, and Naidu wasted no time. So in Coimbatore, he saw agriculture university as well as the arts college, and that city was filled with full of opportunity, and Naidu didn't want to waste a single moment to grab that opportunity. We know that he had the passion for technology. That motorcycle grabbed his attentions, and he wanted to know the developments of that motorcycles, the working of that motorcycles. The first thing he did was get a job at waiter at a hotel. He knew he had to be patient to accomplish his dream, and so work diligently and save money. He picked up the habit of riding the train from city to city. He relished the ability to travel so quickly and escape such a technology offered. During his time as a waiter, Naidu also learned the whereabouts of the foreigner who had passed through his village. The man was a British surveyor. When the Naidu had saved 400, he tracked down the surveyor and placed all his money at surveyor's feet. He explained his history and his passions, and the surveyor, touched by the young man's determinations, gave him his motorcycle. So here, after reaching in Coimbatore, Naidu first upon joined the service of a waiter at a particular hotel. He knows that he has to be punctuate in his service, and he shown his punctuations. He served diligently at that service and tried to save some money. Mid times, he also searched the whereabout, that means the address, the location of that motorcycle list and the owner of that motorcycles. And when he saved near about 400, he went to that the owner of motorcycles and placed his money at his feet and explained his story, how he comes here and what the passions he had. Impressed by his story, the owner of that motorcycle gave him motorcycles. Here we stop for a moment, and we will see the remaining parts in next video. Thank you.